Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Theoni with Thrifty Divas. Today we are going to have a conversation about calming corners for little ones. You can change what's in the calming corner depending on the age of the child. So I am lucky enough to have two women in my family who are childhood educators, one who is actually the behavioral consultant for her entire district. So I was able to talk with them and compile information. So I just want to make a disclaimer. I am in no way a professional. I guarantee no results. I am just one toddler mom talking to you guys, willing to try something new and wanting to share it in case it should happen to work for you as well. Now, calming corners have all different names. They can be called a peace corner. They can be called a cool down corner. Or they can even just be called a relaxation station. So it all depends on what you like. So it's important to mention a calming corner is in no way a punishment. It should be seen as a good thing by both the child and the parent. It is a way to prevent the escalation of behavior and therefore preventing any punishment of your choosing, any taking away toys or any timeouts or whatever it is. This kind of happens before we get to any of those stages. So first things first, one good thing is you don't need much space at all to make a calming corner. I'll even show you some other options you can make. And I just want to reiterate, it is not a punishment. It should be seen as a good thing and a good opportunity to not have to get punished. You're definitely going to want to set a time frame in here because they're going to enjoy it and they're not going to want to get out, and that defeats the purpose. So I'm going to start with 10 minutes. So you want to use it before it's needed is what I was told. If it's too late, it's too late and it's not going to work. Eventually, when the time is right, start a conversation with somebody else casually. If you were to have a calming corner, what would you want in it? Another adult. And then you can ask the child, what would you like in your calming corner? And maybe you can add that in there later on if you think it's appropriate. So let's look. Here are some tiny little spaces doing calming corners so that you can see it doesn't take much at all. They even sell these boxes. You can try that as well. Or if you don't want to spend the money on a box, you can obviously just go ahead and make your own out of a large box. So the first thing I'm going to do is put down this white furry carpet. I have to get him off of here because he likes it too much. I'm also going to add this furry ottoman that he has because he loves furry things. Now it's time to get out. They also sell these inflatable pea pods, which are really great and make children feel very calm, safe, and secure. Then I purchased this little mini diffuser off of Amazon on sale for $10. I'm choosing this lavender essential oil. So I filled it with water and I'm just going to put a few drops of lavender in there. This thing is really cool. You can see the mist. It changes color. It can stay solid or cycle through the colors. Then I'm going to take this brand new container of Play-Doh that I bought specifically for this purpose. And I'm also going to go ahead and add another few drops of lavender to this Play-Doh. So I kind of mushed it all up, got it soft. Now I'm just going to add the few drops, incorporate it all in, and put it back in the container. I'm choosing to also add two different kinds of slime. One of them is fruity scented, and I've been told by everybody these things are phenomenal for calming corners. I had this little trunk. My son loves it, so I chose to keep his stuff in there. So here is the lavender Play-Doh. Here are some fruit-scented doughs. I know they won't stay like that for long, but I figured that would be a nice option in there for him as well. Here's one slime. Now I have some scented pens and some paper in case he wants to doodle, if that's what he feels like doing during his time. So I'll just put that in there as well. Here is his weird squishy worm koozie thing. And here is a fruit scented slime. and most importantly, the timer that we need to set up. I've also decided to put in some of this slow moving sand. I will leave it in here so it doesn't make a mess, but he can watch it because it's slow moving, and that is known to be really good for calming. So we're going to add this to the little treasure chest as well. I'm also going to add one of the sensory bottles we made because they're slow moving glitter. We have to make a new one soon because the water beads swelled up a little too large. When that happens, you got to kind of start over. And this is a very simplistic version. I'm going to add his weighted blanket here because that always helps. And that is it. And now we're going to take that timer, tuck it away up here, and make sure to set that every time. So this is my little tiny calming corner for my son. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I'll try to answer them if I can. And now let's have a little conversation about what this actually is in case you still don't know. Hi guys. All right, so let's have a little talk. It is freezing. It is like real feel 48 degrees right now. What is happening? It's a very, very early morning. The sun just rose a little while ago. I've been chilling in the dark waiting for the sun. But now that you saw the video, let's just have a little conversation in case you're like, well, I don't understand anything I just saw. So I'll tell you what happened. My one aunt, Michelle, the other thrifty diva, is an elementary school teacher. And I had a conversation with her a couple of weeks ago about my son. Now, my son is still 3, so those tenacious 3s, tumultuous 3s, terrible 3s, whatever you want to call them, right? It doesn't end at 2. We all learn that very quickly. So I was telling her that a lot of times we just don't know what to do with ourselves, right? My husband and me. My son does not listen. He's very, very strong-willed. His listening is like getting horrible lately. You know, there's always a reason, whether it be attention-seeking behavior or he's tired or whatever it might just be. But everything that we've tried just doesn't seem to work. We take away his most beloved dinosaurs. That doesn't even really work. Like, he'll lose them. And it doesn't really change much of the behavior. We always tried the playpen. He has since lost his playpen. I got him a little sleeping cot and he loves it, so it's great. And I got my living room back. But we would just put him in the playpen for, you know, sitting there, think about what got you in here, you know, and you'll just get out in a couple minutes. And then sometimes we would go, well, like, all right, you know, did you think about what you did? You could get out now. And he's like, I don't want to get out. I want to stay in here longer. Like, just crazy stuff. So I was telling my aunt, I'm like, I don't know what to do with this boy anymore. And she said, well, it sounds like he's playing you. That's what she said. She said, we talked for hours, and she's like, he's manipulating the hell out of both of you is what he's doing. She's like, and that often tends to be a problem when you have smart children. You know, they play you like a fiddle. So she's the one who initially said, have you tried a calming corner? And at the time I said, what the hell's a calming corner? So she explained it to me, and then I did my research, and then I was able to talk to my other aunt, who is a special education teacher. She's actually a children on the spectrum specialist, and she is the behavioral consultant for her district. Now, my son is not on the spectrum, but it doesn't matter, right? Like, behavior is behavior, soothing is soothing. So I had a conversation with her about it too. I said, I was talking to Michelle, so we're going to do a calming corner and this and that. So she was able to give me more insight to it as well. So now, what the calming corner is for is when you see the escalation occurring, right? When you see them getting a little too rambunctious, when you see them starting to talk back, when you just know, right? When your spidey senses as a parent or grandparent or caretaker are tingling and you're like, it's about to go down, the calming corner is supposed to be viewed by you and the child as a really great place and a really great opportunity to save themselves, right? To take the autonomy, to take the time, to make the conscious decision, to realize that their emotions are going haywire. Okay, you can also add, when they get older and have more comprehension, you can add mood posters. I'll put something in right here. There's like mood worksheets that you can do where they choose like how they're feeling, what it does to their body, things like that, to get really in tune. So it's a positive experience all around. And it's, and you know, like, I'm not necessarily one of those, like, if you would have told me a few years ago or before I had my son any of this stuff, I would have been like, take your new age crunchy granola, whatever you're doing over there, and go somewhere with it, is what I would have thought. But not anymore, right? Not at all. I'm all about it. So when they start acting like that, you say, okay, I think it's time for the calming corner, all right? Kind of go regroup, go get a hold of yourself, rein it back in, and I'm going to set the timer. You cannot stay in there any longer than the timer is, because both of my aunts told me, they're like, they're going to love it. They're not going to want to leave. They also know I can't get in trouble while I'm in here. So it's my safe space and I'm just going to stay in here. And there's fun things in there and furry things and things that make them feel good. So they don't want to leave. So you got to set the timer. You got to get them out. Another thing is they cannot go in there when they're not assigned to it, right? You saw as soon as I put the carpet down, my son was like, ah, no. I was like, you got to get out. Sorry. He got out right after I filmed that footage. And my husband too. We're both like, you got to get out. It's not, you haven't been assigned to the calming corner. You don't need to get out, you know, but it's good because he loves it. So we actually had a conversation. I said, we need to get rid of your playpen. I need my living room back. And he was upset at first. He's like, I love my playpen. When I explained to him about the calming corner, I said, I need the space because I'm going to build you a calming corner. And I explained it to him. He said, that sounds awesome. I said, yeah, see? So, and he was all excited about it. He kind of like took part in the process of it, you know, about to happen, getting rid of the playpen. And he also had a huge Melissa and Doug grocery store. The thing took up, I mean, it was huge. So he was upset about it first. And I was like, no, but the room, you know, the calming corner. Then I also decided I'm gonna donate it to my church, so that he was excited about that too, because I said, you can, you know, you'll still be able to go see it and play with it and see kids play with it. So anyway, I digress. Okay, so that's basically it. When you see them about to get into the mode where you know a punishment's going to happen, you assign them to the calming corner for X amount of minutes. You see, you know, what it takes. It's trial and error. And that way they can de-escalate, and they know, right, ahead of time, you know, why don't we go take a few minutes in the calming corner, because I don't want to have to punish you or take any of your toys away or whatever, and I know you don't want to be punished or have any of your toys taken away, so let's turn it around, go into the calming corner. And then they kind of reset themselves. So it's a prevention to any type of punishment or reprimand, and it's just supposed to be viewed as a totally positive, good experience, and they are supposed to like it. And again, why you have to set a timer and get them out. My aunt told me that in 5th grade, they even have calming corners, which consist of, at this point, just adult coloring pages. Go take your 10, 15 minutes, go color, like, just, you know, we all need that. We all need that. As adults, we need it too. We need to find different ways to do it. When I was talking to my other aunt, she was joking, but she wasn't. She goes, what's in your calming corner? And she's like, are you still crafting? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody needs it. Everybody needs something. So that's what this is for. So I hope that cleared it up. I hope you didn't like watch the video and you're like, the hell, what is this? What am I, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, hope that cleared it up. Hope this gives people some ideas, and you go and you see what works. But it is a preventative measure. It's a positive preventative measure, giving the child the opportunity to in a fun way, turn it around, prevent any type of punishment or reprimand or getting your toys taken away or anything like that. So that is what it's for. We're all very excited about it in this house. My son is super excited about it, which is awesome. And that's what it is. So that's it, guys. That's what this video is. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And until the next video, stay blessed, my friends. I love each and every one of you.